In the heart of the African savanna, a majestic lion, the undisputed king of the jungle, now bears the scars of a harrowing battle against an unseen foe. This once proud creature, with its golden mane flowing like a crown of glory, now limps through its territory, a grotesque reminder of nature's cruel indifference. The source of its suffering, a horrific barnacle wound, a sight so unsettling, it could turn the stomach of even the most seasoned wildlife enthusiast. As the camera zooms in, we see the barnacles clinging to the lion's flank, their hard, shell-like exteriors contrasting sharply with the soft, vulnerable flesh beneath. Barnacles, typically found in the ocean, have somehow made their way onto this terrestrial titan, forming a grotesque colony that thrives in a most inhospitable environment. These crustaceans, known for their tenacity, have found a way to latch onto the lion's skin, burrowing in and creating a festering wound that oozes with infection. The lion's body, once a symbol of power, is now a canvas of decay, a testament to the relentless march of nature's grotesque designs. Each barnacle, a small fortress of survival, feeds off the lion's flesh, drawing sustenance from its very life force. The infection spreads, a dark tide that threatens to engulf the lion entirely, leaving it vulnerable and weak. This infestation serves as a chilling reminder of the interconnectedness of life. While barnacles may seem like mere parasites, they are part of a larger ecosystem, one that includes the lion, the savanna, and ultimately, us. As we observe this tragic spectacle, we are forced to confront the uncomfortable truth: humans, in our quest for progress, often disrupt these ecosystems, leading to unforeseen consequences. The barnacle's invasion is not just a random act of nature. It is a reflection of the chaos we have sown in the world around us. In the end, we must ask ourselves, are we not the true barnacles, clinging to the surface of our planet, sometimes at the expense of the very creatures we admire? As we laugh at the absurdity of a lion with barnacles, let us not forget the deeper implications of our actions. Nature has a way of balancing itself, often in ways that are darkly humorous and tragically beautiful. So, as we marvel at this lion's plight, let us also remember that we are all part of the same intricate web of life. And perhaps it's time we learn to coexist a little better before we find ourselves in a similar predicament. In the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun sets in a blaze of orange, and the air is thick with the scent of earth and grass, there roams a creature both majestic and tragic, the bison. But today, this symbol of strength and resilience bears a grotesque burden, a wound so horrific that it draws the eye and twists the stomach. Nestled in the folds of its thick, shaggy coat lies a mass of barnacles, clinging desperately to the bison's flesh like grotesque alien invaders. This is no ordinary sight. It is a chilling testament to the harsh realities of nature, where beauty often entwines with horror. As we delve into the world of barnacle infestation, prepare yourself for a journey that is as unsettling as it is enlightening. Barnacles, those small crustaceans that typically thrive in marine environments, have found a most unexpected host in our bison. These creatures, with their hard, calcareous shells, attach themselves to the skin of the bison, feeding on its nutrients and causing distress and pain. The infestation can become so severe that the bison's skin becomes inflamed, swollen, and riddled with open sores. Imagine a creature, once proud and free, now reduced to a canvas of suffering, each barnacle a reminder of nature's ruthless cycle. The bison's immune system fights back, but the sheer number of barnacles can overwhelm its defenses, leading to infections and, in some cases, a slow and agonizing death. This is not merely a tale of a single bison's plight. It is a reflection of the intricate and often brutal relationships that exist in the natural world. The barnacles, while parasites, are also a part of the ecosystem, playing their role in the grand tapestry of life. Yet, one cannot help but feel a sense of unease as we consider the implications of such infestations. What drives these barnacles to seek out such a massive host? Is it a sign of imbalance in their own environment? A desperate search for survival in a world increasingly altered by human hands? As we ponder these questions, we must also confront the darker truths of our existence. Humans, in our quest for progress, have encroached upon the habitats of countless species, leaving them vulnerable to diseases and infestations. The bison, once a symbol of the American frontier, now stands as a stark reminder of our impact on nature. In our efforts to conquer the wild, we have inadvertently created a world where parasites thrive and the balance of life is disrupted. So, as we observe this unfortunate bison, we might chuckle at the irony of nature's design, but let us not forget that in the shadows of this dark comedy lies a moral imperative: we must tread lightly upon this earth, lest we become the barnacles of our own making, clinging to the very fabric of life while draining it of vitality. In the vast, untamed wilderness, where the sun casts long shadows over the rolling plains, a solitary bison roams, its massive frame a testament to the raw power of nature. But this majestic creature bears a gruesome secret, a horrific wound, a gaping hole in its side, teeming with the writhing bodies of wasps. This is not just a mere injury, it is a grotesque spectacle of nature's darker side, a vivid reminder of the brutal realities that exist beneath the surface of life in the wild. As we delve deeper into this unsettling scene, we are confronted with the chilling truth of wasp infestation, a phenomenon that transforms a once mighty beast into a living host for a swarm of relentless predators. The bison, a symbol of strength and resilience, has become a canvas for the wasp's insidious reproductive strategy. Female wasps, driven by an instinctual need to propagate their species, seek out vulnerable hosts. In this case, the bison's wound, perhaps inflicted by a predator or a harsh encounter with the rugged terrain, has become an inviting site for the wasps to lay their eggs. As the larvae hatch, they feast on the bison's flesh, a grotesque banquet that slowly consumes the very life force of this noble animal. The sight is both repulsive and fascinating, a stark illustration of nature's unyielding cycle of life and death. As the infestation progresses, the bison's suffering becomes palpable. It thrashes in agony, its once proud demeanor now reduced to a desperate struggle for survival. The wasps, oblivious to the pain they inflict, continue their relentless assault, a chilling reminder of the harsh realities of the natural world. This dark dance of life and death raises unsettling questions about the balance of nature. Are we, as humans, any different? We often impose our will upon the environment, exploiting resources without regard for the consequences. In our quest for progress, we may find ourselves mirroring the wasps, invading, consuming, and ultimately destroying the very ecosystems that sustain us. As we reflect on this gruesome tableau, we are left with a haunting moral: nature is a ruthless teacher, and in its lessons, we must confront our own role within the web of life. Perhaps, in our pursuit of dominance, we should remember the bison, a creature caught in a web of suffering, and the wasps, mere agents of nature's design. In the end, we are all part of this intricate tapestry, and the threads we weave can either nurture or unravel the delicate balance of existence. So, the next time you swat away a pesky insect, consider the bison and its tragic fate. After all, in the grand scheme of things, we might just be one wasp away from our own reckoning. In the dim light of a weathered barn, a striking white horse stands, its coat gleaming like freshly fallen snow. But, as the camera zooms in, a shocking sight emerges. A horrific barnacle wound festers on its flank, a grotesque reminder of nature's relentless grip. These barnacles, typically associated with the hard shells of crustaceans clinging to rocks, have found an unsuspecting host in this majestic creature. The sight is disturbing. The barnacles, like sinister growths, have burrowed into the horse's skin, creating a grotesque landscape of white and yellow, reminiscent of a horror film's most unsettling moments. This is not merely an aesthetic horror. It is a brutal reality of nature's cruelty and resilience. Barnacle infestation, or barnacle disease, occurs when these tiny crustaceans latch onto unsuspecting animals, often leading to severe infections and debilitating pain. The barnacles, which thrive in moist environments, release larvae that seek out a host. Once they attach, they begin to grow, forming hard shells that can penetrate the skin. The horse, an innocent victim of this parasitic relationship, suffers not just from physical pain, but also from the psychological toll of being a living host to these invaders. The barnacles draw nutrients from the horse's body, leading to malnutrition and further weakening the animal. As the infestation spreads, the horse becomes a canvas for these parasitic artists, painting a disturbing picture of survival at the expense of another. And as we delve deeper into the science of barnacle infestation, we uncover a dark truth about the interconnectedness of life. Nature, in its raw form, is a relentless cycle of predation and survival. Barnacles, while repulsive, are merely fulfilling their role in the ecosystem, reminding us of the harsh realities that exist beyond the comfort of human perception. Yet, this raises an unsettling question in our quest to tame nature. Have we inadvertently created an environment where such horrors can thrive? As we ponder this moral dilemma, we can't help but chuckle at the irony. Here stands a horse, a symbol of grace and beauty, now a host to nature's most bizarre creatures. Perhaps it serves as a reminder that, while we often see ourselves as masters of the animal kingdom, we are, in fact, just another player in this chaotic game of survival. So, the next time you admire a white horse galloping across a field, remember that beneath that beautiful exterior may lie a tale of horror, survival, and the dark humor of nature's design.